you know, the things that these kids today is being recorded, it's being documented, and it's being shared. It's being shared to other kids. So other kids think, even the good kids think that this is how we supposed to act when we out in public. This is what we supposed to do. Like, you can have good kids that's growing up in family communities where they got both parents in the house and all is good and they going to good schools and they getting good grades, but they see these kids wilding out on the internet, on their phones, and they think this is the thing to do. That's just like, for instance, you see how the trends are being set today. Like, these kids are following trends because this is what they see on social media. They only have to go to school to follow a trend. Like we had to do back in the day. We go to school, we see other kids wearing Pro-Keds, we see other kids wearing Converses, we see other kids wearing Nikes. That's what we wanted. Well, today, all that is dictated by that little device that they have in their pocket, on their hand, that phone. And it's like, you know, pipeline straight to them, pipeline straight to their brain. You know, the dysfunction that we live in society today, you know, and it's really sad because it's like, you know, how do we save the youth when you got so many kids being raised, babies raising babies, where you got these babies, these kids that don't have a clue of how to raise a child, don't know the first thing to do, don't know they ass from a hole in the wall, and they're raising kids. You know, the cool thing to do is, you know, have a gun and roll a blunt, you know, get high, and they think this is how it's done. And this is what we supposed to do, because this is what they saw their parents doing. You see what I'm saying? You see how it's like a trickle down effect. You know what I mean? And it's like it's no end in sight until we destroy or push back on that whole, you know, dysfunctional family is where it's at, where the mom is raising the kids and there's no dad in the home. Until we push back on that, until we eradicate that and we bring back into the fold, you know, mom and dad in the mix. And it takes a community to raise the kids. Like, that's been lost. Like, that's just out of the question anymore. It's like, you know, you got women raising boys to be men. Like, how is that going to turn out? Let me tell you how that's going to turn out. It's going to turn out emotional kids, emotional young boys who you see today that at the drop of a hat,